Welcome back, everyone. The leadership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, is accusing the All Progressives Congress, APC, of sponsoring impeachment moves under Senate President Bukola Saraki and his deputy, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, even though the National Assembly is in recess. Now, here is a response to that. The Senior Special Assistant to the President, Muhammadu Buhari, on National Assembly matters, Senator Itarang says the presidency is not contemplating and will not be a party to anything that will destabilize the National Assembly. But the presidential head was reacting to allegations that some of the senators are planning to illegally reconvene the Senate. He's, however, appealing to the legislators to look at ways of reconvening so as to consider some of the issues that need their attention, such as the 2018 supplementary budget and environment request. So all of this moving around, the defections, the maneuverings, the politics, and the intrigues that we are seeing in the National Assembly, outside of the National Assembly, which is gotten the attention of a whole lot of people in the country, is what we are asking you to join the conversation. And discussing it tonight is a panel seated in Abuja studio. Mr. Mark Adebayo is a spokesperson of the coalition of the political group called CUPP, and Honorable Clatous Obun, a former lawmaker and a chieftain of the APC. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time on the program. Let's get back to the conversation now. If you look at all what is happening, Honorable Obun, and the back and forth, the possibility of reconvening, when you have, perhaps from the numbers that we have, APC still has the majority in the Senate, for example, and in fact, the House of Representatives. What do you perceive could happen? For example, when we see a Senator Akpabio coming back as an APC senator and a Senator Bukola Saraki coming back as a PDP senator, especially when they have this environment and supplementary budget issue, do you see a peaceful plenary when they return?
Well, let me say that the peacefulness or otherwise of what will happen is going to be dependent on the composure and temperament of the leadership as it gets back. For today, Saraki is a political hunchback that has crossed over, and it will need a total excision or surgery to remove that hunchback, because it is a moral burden that PDP has to carry, which it orchestrated when it illegitimately and surreptitiously planted on us a mole. When I mean us, I mean the APC. Now, beyond the politics of the National Assembly, it is the Nigerian state and the Nigerian people that are at stake here. We are busy talking APC and PDP without knowing that the Nigerian political economy is going to be dependent on when the election is going to be conducted. And like you, the Senior Special Assistant to the President said about the environment in the budget, which is a supplementary budget to be passed, which the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is dependent upon, you will agree with me that this is exactly what happened and played out with the budget itself. It took several months to do that, and today we are back here. Now we discuss and say CUPP said that politicians are more interested in themselves. Importers, exporters, businessmen, school children, schools and others are running aground, and they all depend on the political class. Therefore, the environment of the budget is more important than the political office of anybody. You are not going to expect an Akpabio to return as minority leader. He's no longer in the minority party. Therefore, if you are the Senate president and you are going back to the Senate, you should on your own honor. There is a David Mark in that assembly, one of the longest serving Senate presidents in this country. He has not at any time made it a point of duty to ruffle the Senate on account of his presence sitting on the floor. He's not even a principal officer anymore. But we still hear about him. So why does Saraki believe?
Let me quickly come in here, Honorable Obun. Let me quickly come in, and I want you to quickly answer this. Is the APC in trouble with the emergence of the CUPP? We're talking about over 30 political parties coming together. Can the APC withstand the storm that the CUPP will confront it with in 2019?
The CUPP is not a coalition. It is a coagulation of expunged blood. You are not going to have a coalition that is going to be sustainable. The reason is because parties are going to essentially present their candidates, presidential candidates, senatorial candidates. Interests are going to clash. Already the bubble is about to burst. And therefore, this first orchestra which is now becoming a cacophony, will definitely not give us a symphony. Therefore, as I speak to you now, there is what we call a nebulous and a convenient alliance against a particular target, and that target is APC. This cannot be sustained. This cannot stand. So the coagulation, calling itself a coalition, is not going to be sustainable in an election.
Let me allow Mr. Adebayo to come in here. Mark, if you can react to what Honorable Auburn has said right here. You heard what he described your coalition. Is it a strong force enough to remove the APC from the center, considering the strength of Buhari as a candidate if he emerges, and the APC as it stands right now with about 22 states that they're controlling?
Thank you so much, Sheung. You see, the thing is that the APC, the All Promises Council party, is a party that has failed the country. It wants to make the country to fail. So already by their own records, the APC has been removed from government. Believe you and me. You know, the thing is that by 2019, people will not be talking about what is happening in the Senate or House of Representatives. They want to see the records of the economy. How an economy in 2015 that had a total public debt of 12 trillion, as suddenly, metamorphosed, but beyond to 22 trillion by 2015. How the 943 billion used to service the debt up to 2015 now suddenly turned to 2.4 trillion in 2018. 2018 budget alone of about 7 trillion. Now, listen to me. The insecurity in the country has disqualified the APC from being qualified to rule the country ever again. So that is very clear for us. You know, the CUPP, a coalition of about 30, almost 40 political parties in this country. Now, let me tell you, by today, about 7 political parties have also applied to join the CUPP. So the forces are gathering against the APC. The forces are moving against the APC. The Nigerian people are moving against the APC. We are tired of the killings. We are in Samfara, in Benue, in Plateau, in Ondo, in Oyo State, everywhere killings all over the place. Insecurity all over the place. Policemen are not even safe. Here in Abuja, 7 policemen were summarily executed 2 weeks ago, and nobody is talking about that. It is very, very, you see, the CUPP is a coalition of patriotic Nigerians who are desirous of changing the change. In any case, you know, we have to look for a redirection of this country. It is indubitable that we have aggravated insecurity in Nigeria.
All right.
Today,
let's close the program now. And let me give Honorable Auburn just 20 seconds to give a response to this. Then we close the program. Honorable Auburn, you have the floor. Just about 20 seconds, so we can close the program.
Yes, please. First of all, there is no political indices to show that APC has failed in terms of management of the economy. We went into a recession that was orchestrated from the last regime, and even at that, we were operating on a benchmark of our oil at $75, and we were getting 114, sometimes 120 million. That was mismanaged. The manager of that economy, the head of that economy, Okonjo-Iweala, had come out to tell us how saving for the sovereign wealth could not. We came from even that excess crude from 23 billion foreign reserve to over 47 today at the price of $29 to 35, and today we are begging to get to 74. At that point, you cannot therefore make a comparison on that basis. The second thing
we need to close now, Honorable Auburn.
It is something that is being directed by the opposition. PDP,
I'm afraid we're out of time.
To this regime.
Well, we're out of time. Well, I need to thank you most sincerely, both of you, for coming on the program. Mark Adebayo is the spokesperson of CUPP, the coalition of Nigerian political parties. Honorable Cletus Auburn, a former lawmaker and APC chieftain. Thank you for your interventions, gentlemen, tonight. But that's how far we can go. Thank you also for watching, wherever you may be watching, and your response, some of these that you can see on your screen. That's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for being part of it. I'm sure Kimberly